said, bro, I can't pay money. I want to see a little bit more action. And you got upset with me. What do you say about people that say your style is boring? They're not saying that you're not great. They say your style of fighting.
Shannon Sharpe tells the boy Shakur Stevenson to his face, he can't really get into that style that Shakur Stevenson has. Wow. In this video, we're going to break it down. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Ah, yes. Now, Shakur pulled up, Rolly pulled up, Clarissa Shields pulled up. Shout out to Shannon Sharpe. He got some guests, He had 3 back-to-back boxing guests on his show, Nightcap with Ocho Cinco. And I actually respect the fact how Shannon Sharpe is doing it, because this is how it should be. Now, what I don't respect is how a lot of the boxers are doing it. Let me explain. You have boxers, Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, Clarissa Shields, Keyshawn Davis, and they'll go OD in the comment section or on social media or interviews, bad-mouthing boxing media, like people who cover boxing pretty much exclusively, YouTubers who cover, content creators, and they'll be like, oh, y'all just don't know boxing. Y'all really don't get the sport. You don't know nothing. And then notice the podcast they're going on. Shakur was on Aiden Ross. So he know more than Boxingego, right? And I'm not saying I ain't done no interview since pre-pandemic, so I don't need no interview. I don't, that's just extra. I'm not saying I wouldn't work with any fighter, but what I'm saying is, how do you target YouTubers and be like, y'all really don't get boxing, and also diehard boxing fans, but then you interview with Aiden Ross, and he just had this racist dude on his show. So you and Terrence Crawford are going to Aiden Ross, and he got this dude with the SS bolts, y'all know what that is, on a necklace, right? And he throwing around the N-word. He about to fight this super hot fire or whatever, and he calling him an N-word. And then somebody else, Cuff him, joined, and he started calling him an N-word, right? This is who you platform with. You know what I mean? People who are into that and like platforming like outright racist people. You know what I mean? So I can't really get jiggy with that personally. I'm very protective of my brand and very selective. I wouldn't just be interviewing with anybody. But anyway, Shannon Sharpe, he's cool. And he's at least having the adult conversation. The point I'm making with a lot of these Generation Z boxers is they'll get mad when YouTubers say their opinion about them, but have the conversation. You're doing it with Shannon Sharpe. He's telling you what I've heard YouTubers say. They don't like your style. Nothing personal. They're not a fan of your style. You see what I'm saying? But I guess to Shakur, it's worth his time to address it on the Nightcap show. But anyway, roll the clip.
I say, but his style is not, his style, I say, bro, I can't pay money. I want to see a little bit more action. And you got upset with me. What do you say about people that say your style is boring? They're not saying that you're not great. They say your style of fighting.
That's your opinion, Unc. I can't really take away from your opinion. I hear you say it, so when you say it, I'll probably troll back at you and talk a little shit. At the end of the day, that's your opinion. You can have your opinion, but truthfully, my style is not boring. My style is just the fact that I make shit easy. Like, guys can't do nothing with me. It's like you can name all the best.
I say, but his style.
Now, we got to stop right there. I am an avid, diehard. I wouldn't have started a channel and been doing it this many years if I didn't care about the sport every single day. Like, as much as these fighters work out, your boy Ego is working out on the mic every single day. So I wouldn't dedicate that type of time into this sport if I was like a surface area fan. So I can appreciate the different styles. I'm going to be real. I don't like to beat around the bush. some performances from Shakur, I don't have a problem with. But let's be real. You got some of them fights where they're kind of boring. Nakatani or not whatever. Not Nakatani. Nakathila. See, you fight so many Nakasagi and Nakatomi Plaza and all these people, I can't even keep up. So not Nakatani, the one he stopped, the Japanese I'm talking about Nakathila, the African cop, the super cop from Africa. Did we get him? It does smell like ish, doesn't it? We're talking about the African cop. That fight was boring. And he's like, oh, like what you just said was my style isn't boring. Okay. Shakur might be a narcissist, bro. You just said, Shannon Sharpe, you can have your opinion, but then you said my style isn't boring. Who are you? Why are you going to try to convince him? He's telling you for his money, for his dollar bill, it ain't his cup of tea, period, right? But anyway, you said my style is not boring. It's just that I'm making it look easy. That's cap. Because the fights from Shakur, I know the show is called Nightcap. And Shakur, with that statement, is putting the cap in Nightcap. You see what I just did? Get it? He putting the cap in Nightcap. So let me put this to bed. Get it? Nightcap, bed, cap, capping. Sorry, I'm a rapper. You just said that my style is not boring. I'm just making it look too easy. Therefore, people are bored. That's cap. That happened with Floyd Mayweather, where people were calling performances that were masterful, like the Canelo, like that. They were saying, oh, I was bored, or the Pacquiao fight. These are masterful performances against upper echelon Hall of Fame names. Shakur, you fought Edwin De Los Santos. He's not a Pacquiao. He's not a Canelo. He was Zuffa. I don't even know what he up to. But anyway, he's a good fighter with heavy hands. So there's some danger there. That fight was boring. And it wasn't because you made it look easy. You were very, adverse to engaging. Same thing with Nakathila, the African super cop, right? You didn't look that great. Now, on the contrary, Teofimo, I love that performance from Shakur. See, I'm no hater. I always keep it real. I loved what I seen with the Teo fight. That's why I ain't say one bad thing. Excellent usage of the jab. He knew where he was at all points in the ring. That was using your brain against a quality operator in Teofimo. You made that fight look easy. And I didn't really hear people call that one boring as much. Zepeda, I wasn't that big of a fan of that because I thought Shakur was levels above Zepeda, and he kind of stooped down and fought down almost to a Zepeda level.
Hey, Devin say he want anybody at the 140. He want that.
Nah, he fight
you at 140.
He fight 147.
He come down for you.
If he come down, then let's make it happen.
Well, why you say you can fight at 147? You want to go up and see it?
I just told you if I fight at 147, what come with it.
Oh, so any fight at 147, there's a rehydration clause.
Any fight at 147.
Okay. So y'all hear that? Don't call this man phone.
But,
fight at 147.
But we can fight at a catch weight.
Bro, get Shakur out of here, bro. He needs help. I don't know why he keep doing these podcasts. Now he's like, I don't know what the turkey paycheck done did to you, but he calling it like he the shot caller. Like he can dominate. We can fight at a catch weight. Or you're getting a rehydration clause. Devin Haney is a champion at 147, and he's big, right? Like size-wise. He's like put on size or whatever, right? So that fight probably won't happen. Ryan Garcia, we don't even know. He just finally did something good and became a champion with Barrios, right? So he's still like iffy in terms of discipline. So for me, none of these fights are going to happen. And these would be good fights where this stigma that you're not an exciting fighter could be alleviated if you won impressively versus Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. But then you're pretty much ruling these fights out because we know Ryan Garcia probably can't safely make 140 and put up a good fight. And Devin Haney, he already said he ain't going to 140. And we know as a champion, he's not going to come down. Why would Devin Haney come down to 144 or 145? Or why would he do a rehydration clause when he could fight Rolly or something that's not going to demand that? So Shakur, he needs help in the PR department.
Fight at a catch weight.
44 with no rehydration?
If any 47-pounder fight me at 144, I'm down. Let's do it.
With no rehydration?
No rehydration.
I'm ready.
But ain't no belts at 44. So you just want to fight? You want? So you just?
What we need the belts for? We the names. We the big names. Why we need the belt?
Oh my, bro, get this man off the mic. Now he's saying you got to come meet me at a catchweight, claiming he's not that big, even though he stands next to Bud Crawford and he don't look that small, right? He's been next to Devin Haney, didn't look that small, went up, pulled up to Ryan Garcia, said, oh, you little, you're not that big. I thought you were bigger, right? Now you need a catchweight. Now you need a rehydration clause. And you clown Gervonta Davis for this. Now you're saying meet me at a catchweight with no rehydration clause, which means Ryan or Devin, they're going to have to tax themselves 3-4 extra pounds for you, and they're champions at 47. Or they need to have rehydration clause also, which would stifle them. You know what I mean? Why would champions be stifled to fight you? And you're like, these are your options. You know, what are we talking about? Then Shannon Sharpe says, hey, there are no belts at no catchweight at 144. And he's like, it don't really matter because we the names. This man is all over the place. Before you were all about the belts, all about legacy and Mount Rushmore and Crawford. And then when Crawford said F the WBC and he don't care about the belts and all that stuff, now all of a sudden Shakur Stevenson don't care about belts.